We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now here's Wright. Going inside from deep, Wembanyama connects from downtown.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away
Off the inbound pass. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Pass to Fareed. Private.
That is showing up again later. Wow. But once you saw Fareed get some speed off the drive, you knew that everybody was going to be landing on minimal planning. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Wright. The kick out to Banchero. Over to the wing. Here's Fareed. The offensive rebound. Banchero the screen. From deep. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Still something Fareed is working on from that spot and that range, but there he buries it.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Banchero, and here's Wright from the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Fareed. Releases. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Wright with a steal. Here's Wembanyama. Lets it go from 14. Here's Fareed. Outside Coulibaly. Banchero the screen. Goes back up. It's tipped. 4 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Whitmore.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Chalmers. Takes it inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Fareed. Buries it from 3. Fareed's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Wembanyama. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Fareed, count it.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Fareed there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
Wembanyama fires it from way outside. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Here's Coulibaly. Fareed grabs the board.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Chalmers. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back. Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
A drive by Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Fareed, count it. Here's Chalmers. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. And here comes the break. Here's Wright. Gets it off. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Whew.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here's Wembanyama. He's got 5. Pass to Fareed. Outside for Wembanyama. No good with the triple.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Banchero. Back to Whitmore. Pass to Chalmers. And here's Whitmore. Coulibaly defending. Banchero right side. The 3 is up. It's deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
That one's good from the corner. Banchero's gotten his second bucket.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Banchero. Pass to Fareed. Here's Whitmore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Fareed grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Banchero outside. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's the break. They grab their own miss. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Wembanyama's got space. Nails the wide open jumper. Wembanyama's got 7 points in the game.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Here's Fareed. Give him 8. The kick out to Banchero. Off the mark there with a 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside Wembanyama to win the cold spell. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
Pass to Brewer. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Abdul-Rahim. Three-pointer, no good. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Oh, the hustle, Wembanyama.
He is such an elusive cover. The Frenchman, Wembanyama, is especially hard to stop in transition.
And he drives in. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 17 left in the first half of this one. Here's Reddish. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Here's Fareed. He has 7. Outside Coulibaly. They set the pick. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Outside Reddish. Launches it. Pass to Brewer. Another shot. Fareed grabs the board. Outside Reddish. Robbed. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. For 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
We know Reddish can sink it from the outside. For him, it's about staying confident with that kind of shot.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Here's Brewer. Buried from 15 feet out.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 6. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Takes the 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Brewer. From outside, off the mark. To the left side wing. Here's Black. No good on the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Ellison. Oh, he tries a 3. Fires it in the triple. Ellison's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Coulibaly drives in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Ellison And he makes no mistakes. Slam dunk.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Ellison. Sinks it from distance. Ellison's got 5 now. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
All sorts of time. And he connects with a jumper.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Brewer. Knocks it down from distance. He has 7.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Black. No points yet. Takes a 3. Doesn't go for him.
Home team foul. Sharif Abdur-Rahim. First personal foul.
And the foul called on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Momo. Blocked. Here's Black. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3. Black's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
To the paint.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Let's go with a 3. Black, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Assisted by.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple. Brewers got 10.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Coulibaly. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Brewer. Three-pointer. They get it again. Ball stolen. And they're on the run. Here's Reddish. There's 38 seconds left in the third. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about about the sequence in its entirety. Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Old team foul. Anthony Brown. First personal foul. Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
The visitors with the ball. 8-point game. It's stolen. And he's all alone. Tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
And it's Chalmers missing. Here's Black. Here's Abdul Rahim. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 10. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on... Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
Away team foul. Mario Chalmers. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right with the ball. And there's a pick. Pass to Fareed. Here's the three. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Whitmore goes in. The kick out to Banchero. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Wright. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for your home team. July.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And here's the fast break. Here's Chalmers. Misses the 3. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here we go. Here's Whitmore outside. On target from range.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Outside Wembanyama. Back to Wright. Outside Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fareed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 3 from Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Here's Wembanyama. Right side, Coulibaly. Right outside. To the right side. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Banchero. And here's the fast break. Soft touch off the glass.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
From deep, Wembanyama. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Outside Wembanyama. On the wing, Whitmore. Back to Wembanyama. Over Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Left side, Whitmore. With the drive.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Wembanyama. Back to Coulibaly. From behind the arc. Fareed grabs the board. The 3 from Banchero. Fareed grabs the board.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that brings him with an 8. And he's unable to get the second one.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
That one's good for 2.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
There's a screen. Pass to Fareed. Right outside. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And Carroll with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Here's Chalmers. Over right. And that one's good. Chalmers. And stolen by Banchero.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
The 3 from Wembanyama.
The near 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama. I mean, that will disrupt shots. Believe that.
And he banks in the layup. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 9. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Driving inside.
Kenneth Fareed.
Stolen by Wembanyama. Yep, that one goes. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, every
you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Now, right. Wembanyama outside. Lets the three fly. Banchero grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, how about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Whitmore. Pass to Fareed. Banchero looking around. Chalmers outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from long range.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Rejected by Banchero. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Right for three. Here's Coulibaly. The kick out to right. Screen by Fareed. And it's right missing. Here's the break. Here's Whitmore. Off target with his three. Banchero outside. A three from Wembanyama.
And there's Whitmore, that 7-foot wingspan coming in handy. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he can wind up with a crazy number of threes today. Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fareed with a clean look. And he stays with it. Goes back up. Pass to Coulibaly. And the three off target. Out to the right wing. Front past the arc. And that one's good, Whitmore. He's got 6.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
And Coulibaly gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A big-time scorer, Banchero, with a deep bag. That's a great pump fake to get the defender in the air.
Both free throws good from Banchero. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And it's slammed in by Fareed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Banchero outside. Good. It's Chalmers with the assist that time. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A drive by Wembanyama.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Banchero. And it's in there.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
A three from Wembanyama. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sport. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps coming at you. Paolo Banchero is special.
Knocked away. Pass to Chalmers. Here's the 3. Tries again. Kicks it out to Banchero. And that's good. Mario Chalmers. For 3. Chalmers has got 9.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Back to Banchero. For the 3. Rebounded by Chalmers. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Fareed, no good. Now here's Fareed, the fast break opportunity. The 3 from Chalmers. They get the rebound. Here's Koulibaly.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for it.
And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama space. The 4.
3 points.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Chalmers outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And here we go. Here's Koulibaly. He nails it. And we're tied up. 7 points in the game.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Banchero with the screen. Wembanyama with it. Picked up by Banchero. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Here's Black. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Fires the three. And Kenneth Faried pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this is...
Nice finish. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And Banchero, here we go.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Drills the three-pointer.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Both free throws good from Banchero. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And, Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Got that one up quick. Brewer's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Faried outside. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Now Whitmore inside. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Black. Poked away. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Coulibaly. Reddish grabs the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They get it back. Abdul-Rahim. On deep. And that one's good, Ellison. Ellison's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Reddish. Pass to Black. Fires the 3. Black grabs the board. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Ellison. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Black. Pass to Brewer. There's a screen. Shoots the 3. Ellison. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Here's Black to the right side. Here's Mobo, and he makes good on the layup.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Black. Got a piece of it. Down low. Here's Mobo.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
So it's the visitors now. They lead by 4. Back to Black. Here's Abdul-Rahim. The good-looking shot from the wing. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Ellison. And he drops it in from the low post.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Black.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Brewer.
2 minutes.
Here's Ellison. Mobo with the rebound.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
No good with the layup. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Reddish. Pass to Brewer. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Brewer's got 8 points.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. He gets that one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here's Reddish. Here's Mobo. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Ellison. That one falls. Ellison's got 9 points in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be in.
Here's Black. Pass to Brewer. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Kept alive. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left in the third. Fareed outside from the arc. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. He's got 8. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a wide open look for Whitmore. They get it back.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Now here's Wright. Wembanyama, right side. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wembanyama finishes off the break.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And getting some revenge. Banchero putting them on notice at the arc.
Wright for 3. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Wright outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And Fareed sends it back. Here's Koulibaly.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To halt the run. And Fareed sends it back. They get it back. Pass to Wembanyama. Misses the 3. Wembanyama looking it over. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Wright. The kick out to Fareed. Stolen by Chalmers. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Rejected by Banchero. Here's Koulibaly. Connects from 3-point range. Koulibaly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Wembanyama outside. Drills it from outside. Wembanyama's got 21.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Fareed. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Wembanyama outside. From downtown, here's Koulibaly. Wembanyama, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They shoot again. And it's Wright missing. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. That one doesn't drop. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. They set the pick. Pass to Koulibaly. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And the reject. Right down low. Kicks it out to Banchero. 4 on the shot clock. Right, left side. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Here's Fareed. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Fareed. And so here's the home team. Chalmers outside. Chalk up 2 there. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Coulibaly. Wembanyama, right side. At the elbow, Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Another shot. The kick out to Fareed. Sinks the three-pointer.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero.
Team foul.
That's his first foul. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Banchero. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Wembanyama with the block. Over Wembanyama. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside... NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge.
Here we go.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Oladipo taking his time here. And Wembanyama outside. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Pass to Ayton. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Wembanyama. And stolen by Ayton. Here's the break. Here's Kamara. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
And there's that signature burst from Oladipo. You know coaches love to see that.
Jackson up top to the paint. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Chalmers outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Ayton throws it down.
Not afraid to throw his big body around. Ayton good at keeping plays going.
And here's Oladipo. He takes it in. Outside for Wembanyama. Second chance shot. That shot misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Buries it from three-point range.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now, Koulibaly. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton from deep. Back to Koulibaly. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jackson with the screen. Into the lane. Ayton wide open. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Ayton's got 7 points. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Oladipo. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Now Oladipo following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Williams looking around. Pass to Mobo. From past the arc. Rebounded by Kamara. Now Jackson lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Wembanyama outside. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Down low, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Oladipo outside. Wembanyama outside. And the rejection by Eaton. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Leading by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
He can't hit that time.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Here's Wembanyama. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
And it's Chalmers top the key. Outside for Jackson. Takes a 3. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Jackson's got 11.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Mobo. Tries again. Pass to Wembanyama. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Coulibaly with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Oladipo. He's got 6. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now, here's Oladipo. And here in the second quarter of action with a round of 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Coulibaly. Offensive rebound. Outside Jackson. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. Pass to Mobo. Clock at 6. To the inside. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Coulibaly. Knocks down the 3-ball. Coulibaly's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Wembanyama, a screen. Outside Williams. And finished off by Williams.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Ayton. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Ayton's got 10.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, Embiid, Big Cat, this is the future.
Here's Wembanyama. He has 6. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball, trailing by 5. Here's Mobo. 6 on the shot clock. Koulibaly with it. Picked up by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
.46 seconds left here in the second. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Team foul.
On the free throw, no good.
Team. Mobo. Shooting 1.
Here's Black. Pass to Ellison. Trying his luck from deep. And Wembanyama with the rebound. On the wing, Koulibaly. Here's Oladipo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now, here's Reddish. Here's Ellison. Makes it off the glass.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Williams. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we finished one half of basketball. Up by 7. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Chalmers looking around. Oh, good on the triple. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And here is Chalmers after Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. Chalmers outside. 5 on the clock. Inside. Ellison. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Black. Drains the three-pointer. Black's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Jackson. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. And the shot falls short this time.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Here's Banchero. And he's good on the 3-ball. Banchero's got 6.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Chalmers with it. Pass to Jackson. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Ellison. Now Reddish sinks the triple. Reddish has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Better to be lucky than good got that shot to fall.
Here's Mobo. Drills the three-pointer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
There's a screen. Chalmers outside. Pass to De Silva. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And here is Chalmers. The second chance effort. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Picked him clean. Here's Ellison. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
To the right side. And here's Reddish. He has yet to score. 4 on the shot clock. Ellison, no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
That's tipped.
Mario Chalmers. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Now here's Jackson. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Jacks up a three. No good. Shot missing. And they're running. Here's Ellison. Count that one. Ellison's got 7 points in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. We're going And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now, here's Chalmers. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Chalmers has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Oladipo. Wembanyama outside. Launches a 3. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Oladipo outside. Pass to Koulibaly. From the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Now, here's Chalmers. Back to Ayton. Kept alive. Here's Kamara. Fires the three. Traps in the tray.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Wembanyama outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jackson up top. The three. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass to Mobo. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Oladipo. And he drives in. And finished off by Oladipo.
Just sheer determination. The contact was there, but Oladipo showing real toughness gutting through it.
Here's Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Ayton.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Oladipo with the ball. Pass to Koulibaly. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. .132 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hit the crossover. Outside Jackson. Back to Ayton. Drills it from outside.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Wembanyama, a screen. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Outside Jackson. Here's the screen. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Williams attacking. A three from Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to Koulibaly. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And so they get the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
play on this fine Wednesday afternoon. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline.
Here we go.
Outside Koulibaly. Jackson the screen. And that one's good. Koulibaly.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Oladipo double teamed. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Jacks up at three. The rebound by Jackson. Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Now here's Oladipo. Six on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Pass to Kamari. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Koulibaly. Shot to stop the run. Pure from three-point range.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Koulibaly. And there's the screen. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Koulibaly. Oladipo with the ball. Outside, Williams. And he drives in. And Williams punches it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And stolen by Williams. By himself. And Williams punches it home.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Jackson the screen. Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers.
Counted from distance. Chalmers has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Outside Wembanyama. The three. Sinks it from distance.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Pass to Aiden. Launches a three. He buries it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Oladipo. No points yet. Wembanyama, no good.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Jackson outside.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Now Oladipo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The free throw drops for Oladipo. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson the screen. And the dunk by Jackson.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Wembanyama screen. .26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They set the screen. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
So difficult to shoot over. Ayton proving it with that rejection.
15 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Coulibaly. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. Coulibaly's got 8.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
That's the end.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead.
13.
Up 11.
The visiting
Let's
team.
take a quick break, and then it's on to the... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama screen. Williams misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Rebounded by Kamari. Here's Chalmers. 9 points in the game. Jackson outside. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Oladipo. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Wembanyama. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win. Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Here's Kamari. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Nice find for the big man, Ayton. I like watching this man scan the floor.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Oladipo. Outside for Wembanyama. Stolen by Ayton. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Chalmers. He's got 9. There's Jackson with the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Sends it home from three-point land. Williams has got 7 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Chalmers. Jackson, the screen. Here's Ayton from downtown. No good on the shot. Coulibaly on the wing. He's got 6. For 3, Oladipo. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Drops in the 3. He's got 11.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside Koulibaly. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. And Aiden pulls it down. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Wembanyama. And they're on the break.
Drawing so much attention. Oladipo rotates the ball to the open man.
And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the
1:05 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Kamari. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Kamari's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Here's Chalmers. And Aiden pulls it down.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
There's Jackson with the 3. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
There's 31 seconds left in the second. Jackson, the screen. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now here's Koulibaly. He's got 11. Tries it from the top of the key. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Jackson surveying the D. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. And so we wrap up the first half.
your home team.
They're up by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Chalmers. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Ben Carroll the screen. Down low. Nice move. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Assistant.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Here's Chalmers. He's got 5. All alone. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Chalmers has got 7 points. Here's Banchero. Pass to Mobo. There's the triple. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there. Wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Here's Chalmers. Offline with a 3. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Fires the 3, and that one's good. Chalmers. He's got 10.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the drive. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Chalmers. He's got 10. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
If you give a shooter of his skill, an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Pass to Banchero. Banchero goes strong down low.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Chalmers. No good on the triple. Pass to Ellison. Here's Mobo. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Mobo's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Chalmers. He's got 13. Oh, misses the dunk.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Pass to Black. They set the pick. Here's Ellison. Clock at 6. Oh, he tries a 3. Ellison grabs the board. To the middle. Oh, sweet move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he makes both free throws.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Good on the second one. And he can't make it 3 for 3. Here's Chalmers. For 3. No luck on that one. Pass to Black. It's stolen away. On the break. Here's Reddish. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Takes a 3. De Silva with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Reddish with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Jackson. Here's De Silva. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mobo. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Mobo's got 9 points here in the second half.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The visitors with the ball. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Jackson outside. To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. The 3 from Ayton. Can't get it to drop. Outside Koulibaly. 3-pointer, no good. From outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Outside Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Aiden. Puts up a three. Knocks it down from distance.
He's made them regret defending him so loosely.
Williams from long range. And he can't get that one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Chalmers. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. For three, Oladipo. The shot misses.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Kamari hits the trifecta.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Oladipo, right side. Wembanyama screen. Second chance effort. Pulls it. And Aiden pulls it down. Coulibaly on the wing. Back to Jackson. Aiden with a screen. Fires for three. They get it back. Outside Coulibaly. For three, Oladipo. Nails it from three.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Chalmers. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Mobo. No good on the three. Outside Coulibaly. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And he lobs it up top. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Aiden, no good. The three from Wembanyama. Drills it from deep. Wembanyama's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Chalmers. Pass to Jackson. The three is up. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Mobo. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. Here's Kamari. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4-3. No good there. Driving inside. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Coast.